Tracy says, well, that doesn't matter. She'll get over that.
On blocks. So hands go on the blocks. The blocks are wide at the top of the mat. And they're a little wider than maybe you'd have your hands for a regular down dog. And you want to make sure you have a good purchase on the block with your hands, and then walk your feet back into down dog.
Here we go.
And with that good, strong hand position, lift your forearms slightly. Bend the elbows a little out to the side. And then spin the arms so that the shoulder joints widen away from the neck. And the arms will straighten. Bend the knees and accelerate to lift the buttocks up higher. And make the distance between your shoulders and your hips longer. Make that diagonal longer. And then tuck your baby ribs in, firming the abdomen gently. And let the head hang from the lengthening of your neck. You can observe your breath as is, or begin Ujjayi breath if you want to. Firm the fronts of your legs. And with your hands on the blocks, your heels might touch the ground more easily. So firm the fronts of the legs and press down through the heels. And then slowly lower the knees down to the ground. Turn your hands to 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Inhale and lift the tailbone and look up. And exhale and round. Inhale, lift the tailbone and look up. And exhale, round. And do a few of these on your own timing. Feeling into your body, go inward. With the hands on the blocks, you might be noticing that you have greater access to the spine, to these shapes. Do one more, really taking advantage of the long arms. And then walk your knees forward and place them up on the blocks. It might take just a tiny bit of negotiating with the width. Toes are tucked under and you'll sit back onto your heels and begin the suffering. And you may want to adjust and really make sure that all of your toes are well tucked. And perhaps like mine don't necessarily work right. Like the pinky and the forefoot are not on the floor unless I really check. So I want all 5 to stretch. And then sit back as much as you can and try not to stick your butt out. Have your butt under. Sitting here. Yeah. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Becca. Other Becca. Neely. And chill here. Feeling your feet open. For a few more rounds of breath. Notice if the weight is more on one side, one foot than the other. And then press up onto your shins. Interlace your hands behind your back, your fingers behind your back, and have the right thumb on top. Lift your shoulders up a bit and roll the shoulder heads back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Elbows are bent for now. Snug the elbows in toward each other. Feel their magnetic pull. Draw tailbone down and then begin to straighten the arms as you lift up and back. Little back bend here. Breathing. Just work at your own level of degree. And then come on up. Take your hands over, so this interlaced fist, over to your left hip. So I've moved it from my center back over to the shelf of my left hip. Make sure you're standing on those blocks pretty well. Yeah, and you're gonna bend your left knee. Point your left toes and bring your left heel toward your left leg. So I've lifted my foot from the ground and I've moved it toward my butt. And my hamstring is contracting. Karen, try to bring your tailbone down a little bit so it hurts even more. And then tuck your ribs in. And with your left hand, reach down to the foot. And then right hand reaches down to the foot and you're holding that foot. Kick that foot back, careful, yeah. If it's too much, please, of course, don't. And then kick that foot back into your hands and maybe a little back bend. Chest opens here. Belly firming, kick back. Yeah, like you're a bowsprit on the front of a boat. Yeah, and then come on up. Yowzers. Point your toes and sit on your feet. So my knees are still elevated. I've adjusted the blocks just a tiny bit. And I'm sitting on the pointed feet. And for me, this is worse. I'm gonna do it. And I'm stretching the front of the shin all the way to the top of the foot and through the big toe. Careful, Rebecca Gwynn, of your big toe, and also Karen, toesies. Good. And you can have your hands down to make it a tiny bit more tolerable. All right, that was good. And then come on up. Keep your toes pointed if you can stand it. Interlace your fingers with your left thumb on top. Shrug the shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Elbows, yeah, thank you. Softly bent. Squeezing toward each other. Tailbone down. Slide the ribs in and belly firm, and then begin to bend back. If you like, maybe the head doesn't go back. Maybe this is just from the neck down. Lift through the heart. Oh, and then come up to more of a neutral and take these interwoven fingers and place the fist on the right hip. Rebecca Gwynn, look what I did. So my hands were still interlaced and I moved them over here. Yeah, and then ribs tuck in, tailbone heavy, and lift your right leg. Oh, sorry, not the knee back, just the foot comes up toward your butt. And then the right hand slips down and holds the foot. And then the left hand holds the foot. Tailbone under and start to kick back. Kicking it back, hamstring style. Tailbone, lift the heart. Maybe it's a back bend. Maybe you're just enjoying this deep quad stretch or balancing today. And come on up. And bring your hands to the front of the blocks. Cross your ankles. Take the hands down to the floor and sit behind your feet. You'll be in a cross-seated position. Yay. Hi, Laura. Good morning. Take a deep breath here. And exhale out the mouth. And again, deeply breathe in. And exhale. Start to reach your hands forward in front of you. Draw your belly in and begin to roll down slowly And about halfway down, you're going to feel tempted to just collapse onto the floor. Slow down even more there. Keep reaching forward with the arms. And slowly roll down. Thank you, Caitlin. Yeah, exactly. And all the way down. Stretch your arms back behind you. Reach. And then draw your left and right knee into your chest. Gently holding onto the fronts of the shins. In this familiar child's pose on your back position, rocking from side to side, using the floor to massage out any soreness here on the back. I'm gonna let Lola out, I'll be right back. And then extend both your legs out and have your calves resting on your blocks. Mini Shavasana here. I know you just woke up, but just take a moment to feel rested. Deep breath in. And exhale. And again, breathe in deeply. And exhale. Pressing down, flex your feet, pressing down through your calves, and lift your bum up any amount. And the knees are a little bit bent. Pull the legs into the hip sockets with the hips lifted here. Flex your feet. So my bum is off the floor, barely, and I'm toning the backs of my legs and my butt, sort of. Now, I'm pushing down through the right calf, and I'm gonna attempt to lift that left leg a little bit with my butt up. Oh. And then left leg comes down, push the weight into the left calf, and lift the right leg. And do this a few times. Lift left, lift right, march the legs. The next time, bend the knees. Place the feet on the blocks and push through the feet, raise the buttocks up. Draw the right knee toward the chest and cross the right ankle over the top of the left knee. Firm that left buttock and take 5 pulses here. Pulsing up, 5, 4, 3, 2, feeling the tone in the back of that left leg. 1, draw the right knee toward you, place the right foot down. It goes on top of the block. That's it. And then pick your left foot up. Before we cross it, well, go ahead and cross it. Drag your right heel if you can. So you want a good purchase on that block, that right heel toward you so that you are, except unless it's really gonna hurt you, but try to turn on, some of you have them too turned on, but try to turn on the back of that right hamstring. And then pulse here, 5, 4, level the hips, by the way. 3, firm the belly. 2, lift, squeeze that glute. Good, and then lift the knee, stretch the leg, place the foot back down on the block. Ooh. Send both buttocks up, and then slowly come down. Is that Leora? Hi. Nice to see you. Good, and then stretch the arms back, and the left leg out straight. So your left leg, the left calf is on the block. Draw your right knee in. Circle the right knee. And feel that nice massage in the body, in the hip socket and in the intestines, in the other direction. And lift your left leg to the sky. Begin to dorsiflex and plantar flex, exaggerating at the end range of each of these. So at the point, really extend energetically through that left big toe, like you're shooting lightning through the toe. And then flex and imagine that your left heel were a hammer, and you were hammering something up on the ceiling with that heel. And hopefully that will help you to really engage the quadriceps on that left leg. Point, really engage that quad. I'm gonna give mine some punches, hoping that inspires it to engage more. Doesn't seem to be. Still doing it. Flexing and pointing. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. And then I'm going to start to rock forward and back with the right knee to my chest and that left leg out in front of me. I'm going to land my right foot on the ground and my left leg will be slightly elevated on that block just for now. Hi, Lavender Kitty. Oh, no, that's Kitty Kitty. And then draw your body to that right leg and sit up tall. So I'm using my right front leg as a way to kind of climb my spine up taller. Firm your left leg, dorsiflex the left foot, and lift that left leg 5 times. 5, from the hip flexor, 4, tone the front of the quad. Oh, that's Heather. 3, hi Heather. 2, lift in, hold it, belly is in, good. And then lower that left leg down. We're gonna reach our left hand. So raise your left hand so you know where it is. It's the right leg that's bent, yeah? You're gonna take your left hand way to the left, which will be 9 o'clock. Just do a clock on your, so this is 9, 3, 12, 6. Reach way out to 9. You're gonna bend your left knee, take it behind you, and place it on the ground. So my left leg, my left shin is parallel to the short edge of the mat. And my right foot is like in a like, hey, how you doing pose. So my right foot is forward and my left shin is kicked to the right and my left hand is at 9 o'clock facing 9. My right arm goes up and over to the left. Big stretch on my left side, right side. And reach that right arm. Tuck the tailbone, pull the ribs in. Now my right hand is gonna reach for my right ankle. My left arm, now I'm coming up, tailbone under. My left arm goes up and over my ear, so I'm in a modified Parsva Konasana. Left arm up and over. And turn your right ribs toward your left ribs. Come on down, press your hands onto the blocks, and extend your left leg straight back behind you. Push onto your right foot and lift to a supported warrior 3. Supported because your hands are on the blocks. Square your hips toward the ground, pull your belly in. Reach the crown of the head forward. And then for fun, extend back through your left toes, point them. Feeling the tone perhaps, I hope, in that left bum. Little pulses to feel it a little more for 3, 2, 1. Bend both legs. So bend your right knee and pull your left knee to your left eye socket. Round your back into a really strong cat. Squeeze your left heel toward your left glute, like we did when we were in that quad stretch earlier. Bend the right knee, make sure it's bent, pull the belly in, heavy the trunk as it rolls up to stand. Left knee is at the chest, arms come up overhead, reach to the arms, breathing here, balance. Then with your left foot, step onto the block and lift your right knee up. Turn your right knee open, reach down with your right hand, and place the right foot into tree. Raise both arms back up. And stretch here, reaching up to the sky. Spread the fingers apart. Lift through the heart. Branches open. And maybe the heart lifts up, maybe a bit of a back bend. Maybe you're just Getting your roots together. Squeeze left inner thigh into right foot. Turn the right knee forward, look straight ahead, and step your right foot down onto the block. Interlace your hands behind you, right thumb on top. Roll the shoulders back, elbows squeeze in, make sure everything's good. Bend the knees. Lengthen your tailbone down, firm your abdomen, and lift up into a back bend here. Squeeze. Just let it feel good. Even stick your bum out a little tiny bit. Lifting through the chest, fold. Forward over your legs, wrapping arms overhead. Bend the knees so that they form the thighs form bolsters for the torso. Rest on your legs, shake out your head. No. Yes. Yes. I'm releasing stress and tension and clearing out all the miscellaneous stuff in my head. And then reach your arms toward the back of the mat. Firm your triceps. Pull your belly in. Lean the weight onto your right foot and start to slowly elevate that left heel and extend that left leg back. Balancing here in this warrior 3 airplane. Find the ground with your left foot and lower the left knee. Safety. Square your hips. Pull your belly in. Yeah. Hands are still interlaced. Hips slide forward. Back bend here. Nice deep stretch in the front of that left thigh. Belly firm. Hips deep and low. Breathing. Move your hands over to your left hip. So you've kept your interlaced and you've moved it over to the left hip like we did before. Twist to the right. Squeeze the elbows toward each other. Tuck the ribs in. Then release the left hand to the ground, right arm to the sky. Twisting here. Turn toward that right leg. Hug the right leg in toward the midline. Cleaning out. From here, we're going to take that left hand and move it back to 9 o'clock. We're going to reach that right arm over toward 9 o'clock as we started when we came up. We're going to push down, listen carefully, into our right foot. That's the one that's still on the block. The left leg is going to shoot through, and that left calf is going to land on the block, and then our bum. Yes. Hold the front of the right shin. Kick the right shin into your hand. Hold the front of the right shin and kick the shin forward a little bit, the knee forward into the hands. Straighten the arms and curl the belly. Suck the belly in and then slowly roll on down and hug the right knee in, lower the head. And this is the knee we started with in. You might notice, you know, we do this a lot, that right leg is really close. It's shifted, it's deeper. Your flexion is deep here now. There's a lot more mobility in that hip. Just check it out. Check it, see it for yourself. Circle it. Just notice if it's deeper than usual. More access. And when you're satisfied with whatever you've discovered, extend your right leg out. Rest the right calf on the block. Mini Shavasana here. Please observe your breath. Okay, so not Shavasana, but like a Shavasana with observation. Breathing. Just notice the bounciness of the trampoline of the diaphragm right now. Like a really well-made bed. You could bounce a quarter off it. Don't get too comfy. You're gonna press your calves down and lift your bum up. And there's just the subtlest knee bend here as you're isometrically pulling your thigh bones in by the hamstrings. So you're really awakening that posterior chain. Belly firm, ribs are kept in check. And then slowly lower down. We'll go to the other side. Draw your left knee to your body and give it a nice circle. Nice massage on this side. Switching directions. And then pull it in and send your right leg to the ceiling. And begin to plantar and dorsiflex the foot. Please spend time at the end of each of these positions, shapes. So as you point the toes, imagine lightning going through that big toe and hitting a spot on your ceiling. And then flex, and with the hammer of your heel, press something into your ceiling. Nice, firm front leg. I'm gonna give mine some smacks and hope that that does something. A little more on this side. There's a little more responsiveness. Not a lot. Oh yeah, here it goes. There's something that happens when you touch your hands to a part of the body. It brings the brain there differently. Oof. And then flexing that foot, start to rock to and fro. And if you can, hold it. So come up to like a Navasana, hold. Torture yourself, then put your left foot down. Rest your right leg on the block. You might have to scoot your butt back. I did a little bit. Pulling that left knee in close to the body, bring your torso right up to it and use it as a thing to hold on to and get your spine tall. Belly is nice and strong here, firm. Lifting, lengthening through the head. Just getting used to this position. Thinking of the top of the thigh doing the work. So we're going through that hip flexor on the right side. Lift that right leg and lift and lower. 5, 4. Firm the quadricep as much as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it, belly in, and put it down. You're gonna take your right hand to 3 o'clock, but way out there. You're gonna take your right leg, that's the one that's on the block right now, that's gonna go behind you, and the foot's gonna kick out toward 9 o'clock, ready? So we're gonna push down into that right hand, lift up, thread that right leg through, and come down onto that right shin. My right shin knee, it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. My left arm goes up and over toward 3 o'clock. Bow your left ribs up toward the ceiling. Yes, Lola. Right shoulder blade on the back. Tailbone slightly under. Turn and look under that arm. Then slowly bring it down across your face. Left hand holds that left shin or ankle. Right arm sweeps up and over. Coming into a modified Parsva Konasana. Press that left knee out, right arm up and over. Turn, left ribs toward right. Reach. Can you bow the right side of your ribs up? Press your left thigh out. Better. Circle down toward the floor. Lengthen your right leg behind you. Hands on blocks. Modified warrior 3. Press up onto your left foot. Fingers or hands on blocks. Pull your heart forward. Get traction. Belly in. Reach back through those right toes. Extend through that leg. The tendency is to roll that right hip open a little bit. Roll it down. Squeeze the sits bones, tone the backs of the legs and buttocks. Pull the heart forward. Bend both knees. Left knee bends. Right knee to right eye socket. Belly in firmly. Slowly squeeze right heel to glute as you roll up to a standing position. Right knee is lifted. Balance. Arms go overhead. Right foot steps to the block. Left knee draws up to the body. Balance. I'm standing on the right block with my right foot. Open the left knee to the left. Left hand to left ankle. Left foot to inner right thigh. Tree. Push right inner thigh into left foot. Spread your fingers. Lift your chest. Breathe. Turn your left knee forward. Place the left foot on the block. Stand like a superhero. Both feet on the block. Arms open like a cactus, like woo! Strength. Find that strong, anchored support and that opening to life here. Lift and breathe through your lungs. Feel that vibrant life. Interlace your hands behind you. Left thumb on top. Bend the knees a little. Lift and roll, shoulder heads back. Squeeze elbows in. And then straighten the arms as you lengthen the tailbone down, lift up and back bend. Bend the knees, lift the head, firm belly. Take the hands over, rest them on your right hip. Put the weight onto, right hip? Yes. Put the weight onto your left leg. Pull your belly in and start to reach back. Oh wait, oh that's not right. Never mind, sorry. I take that back. Hands back to the center. Inhale, lift, skip something. Bend the knees, this makes more sense. And fold forward over your legs. Shake out your head. Belly in strongly. And you can even wriggle here a little bit, taking your fists right and left, gently twisting, getting any sneaky tension out. I'm bending one knee, so I'm bending my left knee as I take my left fist over to the left and twisting to the right. And then the other way. It's a massage too for my spine. Coming to center, knees are bent. Hike up your right heel as though you had put on a stiletto. Put weight onto your left foot and then level your arms. Bring them parallel to the floor, but keep the hands interlaced if you can. And then pick up that right foot and begin to extend it into a supported warrior 3, airplane. Tuck your right toes under, find the earth, lower your right knee down. You made it. Hands are together, hips go low, chest lifts up, fist goes down toward the right knee. Finding a back bend here. I'm in a lunge, pretty deep. Sally, can you get that right leg back, way back? Yeah, beautiful. Hands almost going to the ground. Good, Karen, lift up and back. Nice, you guys. And then come more to a neutral. Take your fist to your right hip and twist to your left. Oh, that's pretty great. I wonder if I had the hands on the wrong side before, I don't know. But it feels better on this side, much better. Woo. Wowzers, hips stay square, shoulders are getting a stretch here. And then the right hand comes down, it can come to the block, I'm noticing, and the left arm up. You could push down with that left foot, which is on the block, and drag it towards you to turn on the back of that leg a little more. Okay, we're gonna take our right hand back to 3 o'clock and that left arm over toward 3 o'clock again. Taking that side bowing thing. Lift the ribs, The right leg, that's the one that's behind you, is gonna come up, extend in front of you, land on the block, and you're gonna be on your bum. My left foot is still elevated, my right leg is up, elevated on the block. My left knee is toward my chest. Holding the front of the left shin, pick up that foot. Kick it into your hands, let the arms straighten. Cat pose your spine, firm your belly, and start to roll down. Try not to just like look, fall down, really engage. Beautiful, Caitlin. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. She pulled her knee in closer to her chest. She's the pro at this. No pressure. And then slowly roll down. Pull your left knee in, and you may notice quite a difference. That left knee feels really comfortable, maybe. I'll speak for myself. It feels way better. The first time, like moments ago when we were here, it did not feel good. And now it feels quite pliable, integrated, useful. So I'm just moving the knee around to investigate that for myself. Please feel free to do this the same. And then when you feel satisfied, extend the left leg and rest both calves on the blocks. Take a deep breath in. Let tension out. Let's do that with the tongue out this time. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, open your mouth and stick your tongue way out. Like you're getting poison out, like you're detoxifying or I don't know, take a deep breath in like you're cleansing and really stick out your tongue. Get it out. And then draw your right knee in. Extend your left leg up. Similar but different. So we'll move through things a little bit differently, a little bit maybe with more speed. Flex, hit that hammer of the heel and point. Lightning toes. And then point your foot and begin to rock forward and back. We're gonna come up and hold this time Navasana. Reach the arms forward, or if you prefer, keep holding that shin. Our working leg will become our right leg. We're gonna straighten and bend that right leg in that tiny little space. 5, 4, belly is strong. 3, you guys are doing great. 2, yes. 1, we're gonna bend the right knee, right foot on the ground. We're gonna take that left hand over to 9 o'clock. Okay, a little different. We're gonna bend this left leg, lean onto this left hand. Right arm goes over to 9, and we're gonna step that left foot to the back of the mat. Warrior 2 legs. Right hand reaches for the right shin. Parshvanottanasana, left arm sweeps up and over the ear. Really feeling, there's something about the sequence that really lets you feel the ground here. Push your feet into it, especially that back one. Leverage it to reach farther along that left side. Spin your right ribs up. Turn toward the floor and place your hands on blocks. Bend your right knee. Lift your left leg. Hands stay on the blocks. Open, left hip like half moon. Flex through the left foot. Sturdy the right leg. Bend your right elbow. Counterintuitively, bend it. And turn right ribs toward left underneath that left arm. Twist. Heavy your left foot, point the left toes. Just subtly press the left foot down and bow your left ribs up. Head hangs. Square your hips. Lift that left leg to sky. Standing split, any variation on that. But try to use your hamstrings to haul that leg up high. Handstands are welcome, y'all. Handstanders, squeeze your right hip in. This could be a warrior 3. This could be a lunge. Bend your right leg. Start to round your back, pull your left knee into your left eye socket and squeeze your left heel like Bakasana toward your bum. Pull your belly in, heavy your trunk, and roll up. Ooh. Rocky roll. And draw your left knee high. Straighten your left leg and bend it. Straighten. Oh, one more thing. Stick your butt out a little bit. So it's not tucked under. Stick it out. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. And step up onto your block. Right knee to chest. Arms go out to the side. Cross your right leg around your left once or twice. Right arm under the left. Eagle. Sit low. Belly in strong. Elbows high. Breathe. Sitting down. Toning and squeezing for 3. Ribs tuck under. 3, 2. Release it. Uncross the legs. Unwrap the arms. Stand on the blocks. Superhero up. Reach. Interlace your hands behind your back. Bend the knees a little bit. Tailbone down. Back bend here as you lift up and back. Exhale over the hips. Fold forward. Hands go to the back of the mat. Hands stay interlaced. Lift up onto your left high heel. Put the weight on your right foot. Pick up your left foot. Extend the leg back. Flying warrior 3. Step your left toes to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee down. Inhale. Reach your arms up. Exhale. Left hand to 9 o'clock. Okay. How did we get here? Right arm sweeps up and over toward 9 o'clock, toward the left. Left foot is going to pick up and extend forward to the front of the mat. Left leg comes down onto the block. Bum comes down. Arms come forward. Slowly hold the front of your right shin, kick it into your hands, and round on down. Draw the knee into the chest. Lower the head down, and you'll notice that leg is there really strongly. Pull it in well, and then extend that right leg out. Lift the bum up and lower. Flex the feet. Lift the bum up and lower. And draw that left knee in. Extend the right leg up to the sky and flex and point the foot. Point the toes and start to rock forward and back. Find Navasana, hold. Right leg is up and straighten and bend left leg. 5. Use your belly. 4. Nice. 3. Beautiful, you guys. Lift your chest, Heather. Arm bones in. 2. And 1. And bend that knee. Place your left foot on the ground. Take your right hand way out to 3 o'clock. Your right leg, that's the one in front of you, is going to sneak back through into warrior 2 leg. Left hand is going to hold left shin. Right arm goes up and over, sundials, into Ardha Konasana. Turn left ribs toward right, press left knee out and reach. Really feel your feet. Extend through that right side from that right foot. Beautiful. Beautiful, you guys. Turn the ribs. Those look beautiful. Who said that? Oh, you really do, though. Breathe. Nice, you guys. Turn to the block. Step onto your left foot. Warrior 3 supported by blocks. Rotate right hip open. Bend left elbow. And start to look under that right armpit. Reach through right leg. Turn your ribs. Point your right toes. Press down through the right foot and bow your right ribs up. Feeling that counterbalance, that leverage. So I'm in half moon, y'all. My left foot is down. My right hip is open. And I'm in a twisting one. Okay, kind of. And then square your hips. Bend both knees. Cat your back and draw your right knee into your right eye socket. Squeeze your right heel to your bum. Heavy your trunk. Woo. And slowly rolling up to Urdhva Hastasana. Right knee to the chest. And extend the right leg out. And bend. And out. And bend. Or just hold. 2 more. Bend the knee. Put your right foot on the block. Draw your left knee to your chest. Open your arms to the side. Cross your left leg around your right once or twice. Eagle, left arm under the right. Bend your standing leg and float your elbows high. Find stillness and squeeze. Like you found a safe place to rest right here. Bending a little deeper. Ooh, getting rocky. Unwrap it. Arms to the sky. Step on the left block. Superhero. Or like hallelujah. Lift your chest. Open the arms. Breathe in the sunlight. Breathe in the freedom. Lift your knees. Kneecaps are firm. Quads are firm. Interlace your hands behind you. Opposite lacing. Push down through the feet. Inhale, lift up and open your chest. Even more hallelujah. Just like yay. Bend the knees. Fold. Shake out the head. And then, and then bring the arms parallel to the ground. I don't want to step on those. Lift your right high heel up. Put the weight on the left foot. Flying warrior 3. Airplane here. Right toes back. Eventually find the ground. Lower the knee. Inhale, raise the arms up. Lean over to the right. Sweep your left arm up and over to the right as well. Bow your ribs up. Okay. And then your right hand pushes into the floor. Your right leg sweeps forward. Right calf lands on the block. Left foot is still on the block. Reach the arms forward. Hold the front of the left shin and roll on down. Hug that left knee in. Add the right knee. Hug both in. And just feel if this mini child's pose on your back feels good right now. And rock side to side, massaging neck and spine. Reach up for your feet. Take the inner edges, your elbows to the inner knees. Taking the outer feet in the hands. Happy baby. Plug the feet into the hands and pull with the arms. Widen the knees toward the armpits. Belly strongly firming toward the back. Cross your shins and rock up. Place your hands on the blocks and come into plank pose here. Hands on blocks, body strong. Pushing down into the hands, reaching the heart forward. Pick the right foot up. Maybe extend the left arm. Pull that left elbow back as you step the right foot forward. Spin the left foot down. Right hand to right ankle. Left arm up and over. Parsvakonasana. Reach to that left side. Left hand to the block. Outer edge of left foot spins down. You're still holding your right ankle. Put the right foot into tree. Right arm high. So I'm in side plank. My right foot is on my left inner thigh. And I'm looking up. Maybe. Left shoulder strong. Squeeze your left inner thigh into your right foot. Tailbone back. Stay in tree Plank. Step that right foot forward. Left, let's stay on this. Left leg back, supported warrior 3. And then we'll step that, we're just gonna, sorry, I'm saying a bunch of things. Shoot that leg forward. Come up onto the ball of your right foot. Come into a shoot the duck. Sorry, that was unexpected. Take your hands behind you, carefully. I have a dog here. And then lower onto your bum. Cross opposite ankle in front, seat, sit. Just sit here for a moment. Let your breath catch up if it's moved behind or ahead. Wiggle your toes, feeling the ground below. Feel the dynamic sensations in your spine. Your spine may feel ready, active. Hold the fronts of the knees, pull the heart forward. Exhale, round, shoulders shrugging, moving into like a cat. Inhale, rocking forward. As we exhale, imagine blowing smoke, black smoke out through the spine. You can purse your lips. Inhale. Exhale like you're blowing out through a straw. One more time, imagine you're breathing in light through your spine. And exhale, you can imagine blowing out smoke through your lips. Lean forward, you might have to adjust a bit. Step back into plank, supported onto the blocks, on the blocks. Can we take a chaturanga here? Try bending the elbows. Point the toes, inhale. Up dog on blocks. Curl the chest forward. So nice. Exhale, down dog. Step the left foot forward, spin the back heel down. Hold your left ankle and sweep your right arm up and over. Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Right hand comes down. Your right foot comes all the way over to the pinky toe side. You're still holding your left ankle, and you're gonna put that foot right into tree. Left arm goes up. Search for the ground with that right foot. Tuck your ribs in, tailbone long. Make it your own. Stay in tree, rotate toward the floor. Step your left foot forward. Draw your right knee in toward your right eye. Come on, fingertips. Lift your left heel and shoot that right leg through. Take your hands on your sides, sit down. Whew. Cross your ankles. I'm going to turn so you can see. Cross your ankles and then move your feet slightly forward. So you're almost in a fire log pose, but not quite as intense. Slide the material of your butt back. So take the upholstery part of your butt, pull it back. That looks really good. Good, you guys. Flex your feet a little bit and then fold forward. So it's a little boxier than regular Sukhasana. It's somewhere between fire log and Sukhasana. From your belly, come up and switch the cross of your legs. Feet are flexed actively, pushing down through the feet. My arms go inside between the feet. That gives me a sense of structure and containment. And I'm kind of mentally pulling my knees wider. Is it Lola? I'm also dragging my chest forward with the claws of my fingers. Imagining I'm looking out my peripheral vision. I'm sending the breath into the sides of my diaphragm, sides of my lungs, sides of my ribs. Pull the belly in and come on up. If this is too painful, this next part to do on blocks, I recommend not doing it on blocks. And you can take a thin blanket and pad your knees with that. If you can do it on the blocks, that's what I'm going to demonstrate. So we're going to come back up onto our blocks. The knees are here. I'm standing like camel. My toes are tucked under. Tailbone long, rib cage in. And again, you could modify this and just do it the regular way. My right hand is going to reach toward my right foot. My left arm, actually, sorry guys, let's go to the other side first for consistency. So left hand goes to left ankle, belly in. Right arm is going to go over to 9 o'clock. Then I'm going to start to sweep it back towards 6 o'clock. Over to my right foot. Left arm's going to wind over to 3 o'clock. And I'm going to come on up. I'm going around the dial. That felt really good. I hope it felt good for you guys. Okay, let's try it the other way. Right hand's going to reach toward the right foot. Left arm comes up and over to 3. It circles back like, yo, whoa, over to 6 o'clock, or I don't know what I said last time, but I think that's 6. Left hand comes to left foot. Right arm circles to 9. And up we go. Woo! Should we do it one more time? I really loved it. You do you. I'm going to do it again because it felt really good. Left hand to left ankle, left heel. Right arm to 9. Circling back. Right hand grabs right foot. Left arm sweeps over toward 3. And up I come. Woo! One more time. Right hand circles back to the foot. Left arm goes over toward 3. It pays a visit to 6. And then my right hand comes back through 6, over to 9, and I circle up. I'm like a new person. Are you guys? Transformation. Wednesday, midweek. All right. Then one more time, just a regular camel. Reaching back here, pulling on the heels, lifting through the heart. So liberating. Push down through the shins. Inhale up. Yeah. Hands to the floor. Cross your ankles. And we're back safe on our bums. Yay. Okay. Send your feet onto the blocks. Take your hands by the sides of your hips. Stick your tongue out if you'd like to. I'm going to. Inhale. As you exhale, keep the feet flexed. Raise the tailbone up. Drop the head back. Tongue can go out. Or head can be up too. Lower either bum all the way down or slide the hips back into an elevated Dandasana. Staff pose. Drag your bum forward. Pull the hamstrings. Lift the seat into reverse table. You can exhale the tongue out. And then slowly come into this lifted staff pose or drop your bum. One more time. Drag. Use your hamstrings. Let them pull you forward like you're pulling a carriage. Lift the bum. Now, can you lengthen your front side? Roll those shoulders back a little bit. Make sure your head's okay. Clear the smoke out. Little lion. Open your eyes wide. And then slowly, bum comes down. Take your 2 blocks. Reach your arms forward. Hold those blocks. One more time, rolling down, but with the weight of the blocks. Really use your core to come down. Take the blocks side by side, like this. So stack them at their lowest height horizontally, but they can go you can use low, medium, high, and slide them underneath your upper buttocks. So upper buttock sacrum. We don't always do it there, but for today. So that you have a really, really sturdy platform. And the bum is kind of hanging off the edge, front edge. But you're stable. There's, like you've slid something very stable under your back and you can rest. And do, extend your tailbone forward, hollow your belly, like you've dug out a swimming pool. So your belly is in that sort of dugout. Your belly is the water. And make sure the neck is in a really nice position. Let yourself rest here a little bit. Not too long. So depending on your flexibility, you might want to raise this higher actually. You're going to lift your bum and come up onto the balls of your feet. You're going to fold your right toes back. So you're in a quadricep stretch. And then lower back down to the blocks. And you might need them higher, you might need them lower. You don't want too big of a back bend here, so soften your ribs. And this is like that pose we did at the very beginning where we kicked the foot back. So it is a tiny bit of a back bend and a quad stretch, but you want to minimize the back bend in this position. Tailbone is going forward. Top of the right knee is going down. Laying through the back of the neck. If you're like, this is my jam, I live for these stretches, you could get fancy. You could elevate the left leg, or you could press into a wheel pose with this right leg back. Or mentally just think about it, but you could place the hands and lift. I'm demoing it. I don't know why. Oh, it feels good. And then back down. So that was more fun than I thought it would be. So there's that. Okay, now you're gonna just make it really gentle for yourself. So adjust the hips as you need to free that right leg and draw the knee into the chest. Cross that right ankle over the left thigh and come into any kind of figure four. You might like to lift that left foot. The blocks might not feel great, so take it easy here. Just get that gentle stretch in the piriformis, hips, and maybe your groins, depending on how this works for you. And then uncross, right foot down. Elevate up onto the ball of your right foot, lift your bum. Take your left ankle and pull your left foot back into a quad stretch. Please modify this, you guys, as you need. Lengthen tailbone forward, flatten ribs down. Take the top of the left thigh down and left knee slightly forward. Ooh. Right, it's subtle, but pretty significant difference. The right foot can flatten. I'm also adding just a little bit of zest to my right side by dragging my right heel toward the bum, because I need that. Also, I'm checking with my peace fingers if the hip bones are level, and they were not. So just awareness seems to be working. I don't have to do a lot to iron that out. But as they level, I notice that my ribs counter. So I'm gonna try to organize those as well. If you did it on the other side, you don't have to feel compelled to do it on this side, but you're welcome to get creative if you want to draw that right knee up and extend that right leg. Or right from here, take that wheel with the left toes back, which was kind of wild. And for me, actually felt better than normal. Although I'm not doing it for some reason now. And then when you're ready to come out of it, take your time. You're gonna lean a little to the right, liberate that left leg, set it free, extend the leg up, and then cross that left ankle over the top of the right knee and take figure four in some way. I'm gonna say that we can take the blocks out now. If you were like, that just wasn't working for me, take them out for this side. Reach behind that right leg and take the figure 4 that feels best for you. The way flexible people don't get anything out of this is that the hips kind of sway to one side. You want to organize them so that they are in line with your ribs and that they're not twisting you out of the benefits of this pose. So I am adding a bit of adduction to help them figure out where they are in space. All right, and then unravel this pretzel, pull your knees in, and we're going to elevate the legs in some way. You can use your blocks and put them under your butt again and lift the legs, or go to a plow or shoulder stand. I'll demo the supported one. I'm going to use 2 blocks again, same as before. Just elevate my legs like legs up the wall. The difference is I'm adding a bit of a back bend. So it is more true Viparita Karani, which I've heard means, translated different ways, but deep lake. So that swimming pool I described before, if you open your chest and reach it toward your face, and then tip your hips slightly away from you, you'll get that deep, deep pool. And the contents of the abdomen will just flow down into it. Cactus your arms if you like, and open the sides of that whole serratus area as though you had gills, and breathe. Let the legs sink in. Don't try to eject them. Let them be heavy into the hip sockets. There might be a slight contraction in the abdomen. There might be subtle shaking as old things that were held in the body begin to release and let go. And then you're all in different shapes, so make your way down slowly, taking care of yourself, whatever needs you have to make your way down. And I'm going to make my way into a Shavasana here by sliding the blocks under my upper hamstrings right at the bottom of the buttocks and stretch the legs out. For me, that's feeling right. It really takes pressure off my lower back, but please find what's right for you. I'm lifting my head in my hands, and I'm now letting it be heavy. And I'm swaying my head with my hands. And I'm sending messages in my mind to my body, letting my body know it's safe right now. It's safe. There's safety. I'm in my home. I'm in my body. I've just moved it through this really fun jungle gym-like magical child, dreamer child-like sequence with a lot of strength and flexibility challenges, balance challenges. And then I lower the head down. Good job, head. And then I snow angel my arms down by my side, tucking the shoulder blades under. You know, we hear so often that the mind tortures us and the mind is a dangerous place to be alone, all true. But the mind can also be a source of calm. We can use the mind to calm us, to calm ourselves. Take your peace fingers and place them over the hammocks of the eyes. Close the eyes. Push down gently. And let the eyes sink back into their socket. Allow any resistance of the eyes moving forward. Just notice it and then see if you can absorb the eyes back. releasing that resistance. Notice how this affects your breathing. Sliding the fingers down, pumping on the cheekbones just a little bit, this lymphatic release here, just pushing on the cheekbones, little lymphatic pump. And then slide your hands down the sides of the neck and bring the fingertips under the collarbones, some gentle pumps of the fingers here. And you might just find a sore spot and give that a little bit extra. And then bring your arms down with the palms up and open. Draw a deep breath in. And exhale out the mouth. Breathe in deeply. And exhale. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. And let go, please. Deep Shavasana. I'm reading this book called The Big Goose and the Little White Duck. And the big goose gets held all the time because the mother loves the big goose and the big goose loves the mom. But the little white duck loves the goose. No one ever picks up the little white duck because the little white duck is just always so busy chasing the goose. And the little white duck ends up getting stuck under this basin that was a makeshift water bowl. And the mother finds the duck under the water bowl, and she's so happy she finds the duck, and the duck is so happy he's been found, he lets her pick him up. But he's never been picked up before, and he's so excited to be picked up, he doesn't know what to do. So he just goes completely limp, and his head hangs down, and he just drops his head toward the ground, and the mom's just holding him. But he's so happy, but he doesn't want to move because he's being held finally. Keep thinking about that. You let yourself relax completely and be held by the ground, be held by the Mother Earth. This is a practice of uncovering and discovering, integrating those parts. And here we let them all be supported, nourished by the earth. And as you begin to breathe again with consciousness, maybe you imagine someone like the way the duck loves the goose. Maybe you imagine breathing that great love, the excitement of that love, whatever it is. Can you find that place in you that's connected to love? And breathe it in. Breathe it in. Sweep the right arm back, Push down into the right leg, draw the left knee to the body, roll to the right, and rest on your own arm. Cozy into yourself in a fetal ball. And send the breath skillfully into your back body. Let it fill in the back and massage the back. Let it soften your shoulders and allow all the armor that you've been using as coping strategies in this moment to melt away. Breathing here in this embryonic shape, this little fetal ball. Safe in your space. Heart beating with love. Push down into that left hand and slowly rise. Head lifts last. Finding a seat, and there's something great about, in the sequence we did so much side body stretching. You may notice that your trunk is elevated with greater ease. Raise your arms up and fold your hands to your heart, balancing on those little pistons of your sits bones. Head rising. Tune into the heart. And together, letting our hearts find one another in the collective consciousness of one heart. Take it home together and feel into that one heart. Inhale. Raising the message of your heart to your mind. Plug your thumbs into your forehead center, connecting to the seat of your intuition and this home of ancestral wisdom. Namaste. Thank you so much, you guys. You made it. You made it through the tricky turns. That's my 4th time working through that sequence, and it's starting to make more sense to me. It's taking me a little while. Unmute yourselves if you want and say hi. Finley, please don't do that.
Oh,
Hi, you guys. So thank you for coming.
hi.
Aka, your hair's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's long.
Thanks, Vera.
Hi, Sally. Bye, guys. Aka, Gwen, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Benita, so good to see you. So good to see
Thank you, Sarah.
Carlton and
Thank
Mary,
you.
Heather, Sally, Karen, wherever you are. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye, Sarah.
Bye. Benita, I'm glad you came on. Bye.
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 Bye, Sally.
Bye, Heather. Bye, Rebecca.
Bye.
Bye, Rebecca.